What's up, y'all? Welcome back. What's up? What is up, you guys? Welcome back. Hey, everyone, guys. Welcome back to my channel.
About to scoop cash, that's my little boo thing. Pretty brown skin nigga, and she not loop.
What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So before we get into this video, like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for uploads every Sunday to bi-weekly Sundays or whatever. But today we're going to talk about my diabetic story. I know you guys are probably wondering, like, what? You have diabetes? Oh, I didn't know that. I did mention it in like one or two videos. I know I did it in the face mask therapeutic video, and I think I said it in another video. I'm not really sure. Don't quote me on that. But I'm basically going to be telling you guys like a little bit of my story, like how I was diagnosed and like things I went through as a kid and stuff like that. So we better get into this video. And yeah, so I was diagnosed with diabetes at the age of 6. Crazy thing is I was with like playing with my little cousins and stuff in the morning time. It was like 8 o'clock in the morning. You know how when you was a kid back in the day, running around playing with your cousins and stuff, and then all of a sudden like I passed out of nowhere, like literally passed out, and then I woke up in the hospital, which I'm like, waking up as a kid, you're like, what is going on here? And my mom and them was crying. It was my mom. It was like basically all my family, which was crazy. Like my mom, my dad, my grandmother, because she worked at the hospital, my aunts, cousins, sisters, like brothers and stuff. Like everybody was there. And I'm confused on what is going on because, imagine, I was a kid. I was only 6 years old. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, when I'm going to go back outside and play and stuff. And they came and was like, oh, sorry to tell you this, but your daughter has type 1 diabetes. And I'm like, what is that? So basically, type 1 diabetes is when you don't produce insulin, little to no insulin at all, and I don't produce insulin at all in my body. Like my pancreas does not produce any kind of insulin. So I have this Novolog pen is what I take every day. So I take the Novolog pen 3 times a day. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And basically like if I take a snack too. So I definitely have to give myself insulin for like carb counting, and then based off my blood sugars, which I get from the Dexcom, and I also have this little thing right here to help monitor my blood sugars and everything like that. And I take this Lantus at night, which is a long acting insulin. My bad. This is a short acting insulin, which basically just covers whatever I eat and my blood sugars. And this one is like a long acting insulin, which can cover for like up to, I think, don't quote me, between 4 to 8 hours. So basically, like by the time I go to sleep, which will be 9 o'clock at night, until the next morning when I wake up, which is at 8 o'clock. So for a good amount of time, the insulin will basically help regulate my blood sugars. And I'm just like, as a kid, like, what? No, this can't be that. And I'm just like, it's okay, Mom. Like, I'm still like a normal kid or whatever. But no, that all changed when they basically said that I couldn't have, even though I wasn't eating a lot of sugar and stuff when I was a kid, but I couldn't have basically everything that my brothers and cousins and them was eating when eating and stuff like that. So basically my mom took me from like when it was snack time and everything and birthday parties, I only had to choose one option. I was either able to get ice cream or cake. I couldn't have both. I only had one. And then I had the carb count to cover that, the blood sugar plus the carbs that I ate, which tore me apart as a kid because I'm just like, oh, I love food. I love to eat. Like I can't win for nothing. So they basically told her that, and everybody was just so torn from that. Just like, dang, like the happiest kid alive, and this active kid now is just like she has a medical issue, And when I was in like I was in the hospital for a minute. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I was in the hospital for up to 3 to 5 days, I'm gonna say, because it was almost to a week because I missed. It wasn't during school, which was good because it was during the summertime when this happened, and I was in the hospital for a minute because they had to do like a lot of tests and make sure everything was right. I had to get paperwork done for mom. They had to give her like a whole bunch of stuff, and she was so stressed out because her daughter was out of nowhere diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, and I was just so like still like one of those happy kids. But then when it came to like me having to be on like this strict diet, it really made me feel some type of way. Like, I'm just like, well, I want to eat what they eat. Well, you can't eat what they're eating. You can only eat a little bit at a time because, like I was telling you guys, I have to do carb counting and monitor my blood sugars. And I'm just like, but I don't want to do that. And they're like, what you have to. Either you're going to do this or you're going to end up in the hospital for longer than you supposed to and stuff like that. And I'm just like, dang, I don't want to be treated differently. So my mom started like adding more, instead of her buying like little fruit snacks for us to have for a snack time and stuff like that. She was going to the store and buying me fruit, which I can't complain because fruit is really good. And then she switched, instead of me having like Skittles and stuff like that, she went to sugar-free candy, which was disgusting. Like, some of it was good and some of it was nasty. And then I had to switch. I couldn't drink regular juice or anything. It was all sugar-free product. And then she come to find out with that sugar-free stuff, that wasn't even the healthiest part. Like, wasn't the healthiest thing for me to eat and drink and stuff like that. So I had to, my mom switched it up. So I was able to have regular stuff, which was crazy because the doctor before that told me I really couldn't have all that stuff. And then the other doctor that I had ended up getting was basically like, well, she can eat regular food like everybody else. Like, she just have to monitor. You just have to monitor her and only give her a little bit. You can't give her too much like how every other kid would have. And I'm just like, okay, that's better. Shoot. At least I can have regular stuff. And then, like, in school and stuff, like, I always have to, I know what people was wondering, like, why is she always going to the nurse office? Or, like, why is she always not here, basically? And just, like, I really never told people, except for people who are really my close friends, that I had type 1 diabetes. But everybody was assuming, like, oh, maybe she's pregnant or something. And crazy thing is, like, the insulin really, like, bloated certain parts of my body. Like, when I was younger, in high school and stuff, my stomach, like, bloated up. Like, it did look like I was pregnant. And that kind of, like, brought my self-esteem down a little bit because I'm just like, I'm not pregnant. But I was really active, which was crazy. But just, like, the insulin, my body reacted to the insulin a certain way. And it caused, like, I was looking like linebackers out here. Like, I was, like, getting up there. Now, like, I'm all nice and healthy and stuff. And which is a great thing because a lot of people don't know how to manage their type 1 diabetes, which is still like a learning process. Everybody trying to figure out like things that work for them and things that don't work for them. So what works for me is what I do is I drink a lot of water. Like, every day I drink a lot of water. I read the labels of the foods that I'm eating. So if I'm buying like some kind of like fruit juice, I'm making sure that it's 100% fruit juice. Like, nothing is added. Fruit is naturally sweet, so that's all I need in fruit. And all the sugar should come from the fruit. So I make sure I read my labels. I'm making sure that I'm planning meals as I like go grocery shopping and stuff. Like, not as I go grocery shopping, like before I go grocery shopping, I make a list of things that I'm gonna cook. So I make sure I add fruits and veggies in my diet. I make sure I add some carbs. I make sure I add like basically everything in my diet to make sure that I'm good and maintain my blood sugars. There are times where I get highs and lows, which fluctuates here and there sometimes, but I'm trying to easily like better manage that. I'm not saying that I got everything down pat because I don't. So I've been looking for like other scenarios to help me. But I did notice that when I was active, I was really good with the blood sugars, but I'm not as active as I used to. So I have to get back like extremely active because that would also help me manage my diabetes and manage like my blood sugars and everything like that. And that's what you want, like as a type 1 diabetic or as any kind of diabetic. You want to be able to manage your diabetes, because if you don't, then you will probably wind up in the hospital like every chance you get. Every chance you get, you would definitely wind up. Like I try to do. Damn, I just lost track of what I was talking about, to be honest. But yeah, I'm really trying to find better ways to like manage it. Like, and crazy thing is, like, when you're a diabetic, like, you are more prone to getting like sick and stuff, which sucks. Like I had a couple of like low blood sugars to the point where I couldn't move, I couldn't really talk, and all because my blood sugar went from a high number to me like eating for that time, and then me going to sleep, and then I'm in a paralyzation form, and that is really scary. Like I scared my mom so many times and myself so many times with just that happening to me, and that is really not a great feeling. Like you not being able to move, you being able not to talk, your body's going to like feel like kind of like you're dying. Not really like you're dying, but like how your body gets when those forms of actions happen to you, which, like I said, sucks. So yeah, like now I'm 25, so I have diabetes. I had diabetes, still have diabetes. I had it for a long time. So from 6 to 25, that's like, I'm not really good with all these number shits, but it's like about 19 years I had it. I'm gonna say 19 if I'm, hopefully I'm correct with that number, because that is some stuff. And yeah, like I faced a lot with diabetes, man. Like I said, me not being able to have certain things, and me being able to have certain things and managing it the right way. And I'm very thankful that I am still here. I'm very thankful that I am better controlling my diabetes. I am just thankful all year round for just being able to just live life. Like literally being able to live life. And a lot of people are still, well, I'm not gonna say a lot of people, because I'm really not really comfortable of talking about it sometimes. It depends, like, but now I became a little comfortable talking about it, because I have to tell people that I'm a type 1 diabetic, because if anything happens to me, they're gonna be like, well, she just passed out, we don't know what's up with her, like she's been like acting a little weird all day. Like you have to let people know. You have to give you have to let your job know as well. Like if you working and you have one of those jobs where you're always moving and like doing activities, you have to let people know, so that way if anything happened to you, you can tell them like, I have diabetes, or they can look in your file and say, okay, she's a type 1 diabetic, and they can help you with situations. And like that's my story. Like, well, I could tell you guys, I was telling you guys, went off topic, but I was telling you guys that how to manage it. Like I said, I drink water, I add fruits and veggies to my diet, have to be a little more active, like working out wise and stuff, exercising. What else do? I make sure I check my, like I said, I make sure I check my blood sugars. I make sure I take the insulins at the right times. I make sure I take the doses consistently at the same times every day, so that way it can stick to the body and for me to remember and stuff like that. And I also like swapped out sugar for honey, which is a great thing. Honey is really good in teas and stuff, and I really don't drink Kool-Aid. Like when I say I really don't, I don't. Like there was a time when I used to, but at the point in time when it came to making sure like my blood sugar stayed like consistent and stuff, I took out the sugar and swapped and started drinking tea more too. So which is a great thing, by the way. So swap out sugar with honey. Use honey, guys. It's healthy and it's great for you. So the reason why, well, yeah, but reason why I started doing this video is because I did mention it a couple times in my video, in like 1 or 2 videos. I wanted to let you guys know about it, because I know you was like, she ain't no type 1 diabetic, like can't be. But yeah, let you guys know. And give you information on it and stuff like that. Then again, also another reason why I'm doing this video is because I'm doing a photo shoot with Desiree Barron. I think that's how you say her last name. Do not quote me. Doing a photo shoot for type 1 and type 2 diabetics, and it's going to be a great little campaign that I wanted to join and to incorporate myself with, to meet other people who are type 1 and type 2 diabetics, which I think would be amazing for me. And also, did I say this already? Just to give you guys a little detail on me about me and my type 1 diabetes. Yes or no? No, I don't know. But yeah, I wanted to just let you guys in on how I was diagnosed with diabetes. And my little story, like I said, my story is long. Like, it's long. Like, I could write a book on this, literally. So I will do another part to this video. I don't know when, but I definitely am, to give you guys more information on like what I went through as a child. Like, I'm gonna start off from the story when I was telling you guys about the whole eating habit and thing like that and everything like that, and I want to continue the marathon on. Yeah, just for you guys to know and how I developed into me. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the little story I told you guys. I'm hoping you guys do. But yeah, but if you have any questions, you can email me, you can write me on social media, and I will be glad to answer them. But I'm gonna head out, and this is the end of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and your girl is out.